In the film The Matrix, produced by Andy and Lena Wachowski, the story is told where a false reality is created which people think is real, but it's actually a deception used by evil rulers to control an unsuspecting humanity. This movie was science fiction, but truth can sometimes be stranger than fiction because there is something very destructive and devious going on in our world, and it has gotten to a point where we can no longer believe some of the things we hear anymore. Children are innocent and defenseless, and they put their trust in us to look after their welfare. It's one of the most important responsibilities we have, and we are all obligated to honor that trust and investigate any rumor or allegation of harm that may affect them. I have children, grandchildren, and relatives and friends who have been harmed by the covert and damaging forces I'm going to draw attention to here. In order to understand why video journalism has become so important, I will speak on 1, the evidence that the health of our children is being damaged, 2, point out who is doing the damages, and 3, how to remedy the damages that have been done using investigative reporting and direct action. Early coal mines did not have ventilation systems, so the miners would bring a caged canary into new coal seams. Canaries are especially sensitive to methane and carbon monoxide and will die from it. As long as the bird kept singing, the miners knew their air supply was safe. A dead canary, however, signaled an immediate evacuation. Well, a similar thing is occurring in our society, and it's time to pay attention. Our children are trying to tell us something because childhood illnesses are growing at an alarming rate. Here are some graphs revealing what has been going on over the last 20 to 30 years in the epidemics that have arisen. In 2012, children diagnosed with autism reached an incredible ratio of 1 out of 88 children. In 2014, it has risen to 1 out of 50. Obesity is increasing. Diabetes is on the rise. Asthma is increasing. Food allergies are going up. ADHD is on the rise. Cancer is becoming ferocious. Most scientists agree that these illnesses have both genetic and environmental causes. In an article published in the Huffington Post, Sonia Mather says that genetics is loading the gun and the environment is pulling the trigger. In investigating these causes, many scientists have sold out their principles for money and made decisions to cover up for those who are causing these problems. Others, however, who have integrity, have identified the 5 major culprits of these causes. The major causes are methods used in industrial agriculture, chemical techniques in processing food, genetically engineered seeds and crops, big pharma, and government and corporate cover-ups. Now, I have limited time here, so I can only give brief descriptions of how these forces are causing the epidemics I have mentioned. First, let's examine the genetic causes. In his book, Pottinger's Prophecy, Greg Graham introduces the science of epigenetics, which is a study of how external influences such as diet can modify our DNA by turning certain genes on or off, and how it can affect our immune system. In his experiments with cats, Francis Pottinger Jr. discovered that when they were fed an improper diet, not only was their health impaired, but also their kittens and the kittens, as they genetically deteriorated each generation until they were totally feeble and unable to reproduce anymore. He also found that when they were fed healthy food, Their health and immunity improved, as did the genetic makeup of their offspring. Then are the environmental factors. Who in their right mind would believe that the poisons and the chemicals that are used by industrial agriculture and food processing and the proven dangers of GMOs aren't causing harm to our health and our environment? Proof is everywhere. It's common knowledge among those that have common sense that the health of our soil and water determines the quality of health for the plants and animals that eat it and that we eat. If the soil and water are contaminated, it only follows that our health will also suffer. There's also another big environmental factor that's out there. It's called Big Pharma. And it's $1 billion con game that vaccines are bringing health to everyone.